Hello, everyone, and welcome back as always.
Hi.
We are going to be watching Vikings Season 2. Yay! We're watching the premiere, so 201.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Season 2, Episode 1.
That's right, that's right, too.
We try to watch 2 episodes at a time because it's hard for us to get together, but we watched Avengers last time, so we skipped a week, and so we're getting back into Vikings, and this episode is called Brothers War.
Brothers War.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
But that's kind of literal.
Yeah.
Let's see.
How that goes.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be.
So a lot of sad things happened last time. Very sad. I was so shocked that the daughter died.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe
Ragnar.
that. And Ragnar was getting it on with the princess.
That's right.
Yeah.
And his son was
she's
so
pregnant.
good.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I forgot.
That's
Yeah,
right.
she's pregnant. She's freaking pregnant.
But he did honor his son's request to not.
Do it again.
Yeah, and that must be hard too, because she was all over him too. So that was even better of
She
him
was
to be like,
falling
no,
in love
that's
with
me, you know. So
And
that
who
was,
wouldn't fall in love with him?
Yeah, he's like, hey, Ragnar.
Dream.
I
As I say, dream, not me. I'm too old.
Tree.
And then we were introduced to a King Horik, and I bet he's going to have a huge part in this now because
I like that actor.
he is.
Yeah.
I like him so far too. Like he seems pretty good, and the actor, I mean, but the King himself.
Oh yeah, the king himself.
Yeah.
I like.
Very good.
Yeah, and I like Borg more than Horik so far.
Yes,
Horik, we didn't see
definitely.
bad signs, and even when Floki, if you remember, when Floki went over to discuss the terms. Through what Borg was saying to Horik didn't care, and he was looking at that spider web, remember? And he said something about that, like, I forget what it was, but...
Right, because there was something eating it.
Yeah, and he was pretty much like, symbolizing what
He's the spider and...
Yeah, that he's just going to take what he wants kind of thing. And I was like, this isn't a good sign. So anyways, it looks like Brothers War is brother against brother, literally. Yeah. So Ragnar against Rollo, and hopefully no one dies. But we just had a horrible death with the daughter, and I'm curious in a way on how Ragnar is going to react. I know how he's going to react. He's going to be so devastated by that. But I wonder how Lagertha is going to be now. You know, like I wonder if she's ever going to find out what her husband did, and I don't know. So that's all hairy right there.
She's going to find out.
Yeah, because
she's going to whip out that sword again.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
she's probably going to find
she's-
out, and
she's
especially
powerful.
since the princess is pregnant, like,
Yeah.
and she's pretty proud of it. That seems like, and so
Or
is
she
Rollo.
might accept
so
it
is
because that's what the
Ragnar.
gods wanted.
Yeah.
You know, because they are very religious. I
That
mean,
is true. That is
he
true.
did pray for that.
Because I'm seeing it more as we see things. You're right. Maybe she would
And
be
she
okay
even
with it.
prayed, that she would be.
That's
but
right.
if she's not, I mean, they might believe that, this was meant to be.
But yeah, like she even seemed really desperate.
Yes.
Where when she was praying to the gods, like she knew that could be a possibility, and
Should even make me deaf.
yeah,
And something else.
or blind or something,
Blind,
right?
deaf and blind, yeah.
Yeah. So that sucks.
yeah.
That
So
sucks
maybe
for her.
she knew that if she couldn't produce any more children, that he would go to another potential.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's right.
And so I don't know if it's going to happen or not. I'm just throwing it out there, random thought. But I wonder if, with all the bad things that happened at the village with the plague, I wonder if Ragnar's going to see what he did was a really bad thing, and maybe that was a bad omen that he did. Yeah,
definitely.
I just wanted to throw that out there just in case that becomes a thing. I don't want to be like, I knew that without saying
That
anything.
could have been the sacrifice in another way.
Yeah.
Of getting another child. He lost, a daughter over for a possible son.
Mm-hmm. All right, so shall we just get into Brothers War and see what it's about? I know, fingers crossed. We laugh nervously because we don't like some of the characters that we're really invested in now. We don't want them to go, and so just curious on certain
Rollo's
things.
Got to be set straight, though.
Yeah.
Do you think he's kidding, kind of? Do you think he's going with the flow? Because he did this before.
I went back and forth a few times with that, and quite a few times I thought he was going to be more predictable and be, one-dimensional, and he wasn't, and he would come back and he would be there for his brother. But I truly do think Rollo was jealous.
Oh yeah,
and I truly think he does want the power, but I hope and I feel like he still loves his brother, and he's just trying to find ways to gain power. But once it finally comes down to head to head, whatever the final whatever's going to happen, I think he is going to vouch for his brother and help his brother. I hope, because it's just a tougher way of life, and this is what they focus on. So it's power, religion, survival. Shall we get into Brothers War?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
He is cute.
Yeah. He is so kind of nervous.
He's rugged.
Yeah.
Scandinavia.
Uh-huh.
796.
I've had no message from my brother. But I still believe in my heart that he will not betray me.
One must always think the worst, Ragnar. Even of your own kin. That way you avoid too much disappointment in life. I was right.
Wow.
Wow. Get right into it.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
Tell him I shall answer him with blood.
Oh, jeez. Oh, wonderful.
Oh my god, this is going to be atrocious.
I love Floki.
He's going to be first. He has to be first.
Oh.
Spears!
Come on, guys.
Turn!
Sucks. You can see the emotion in Ragnar's eyes. And Rolla just has hate.
He won't.
Those are good jumps, though.
They're going to meet each other.
Of course.
They're getting there. They're getting there. Ooh, 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 ooh.
What happened?
Floki. Oh no, right to. Ooh! Oh my god! Floki! Floki! Oh my god! Oh, he's gonna get it! Oh no.
Oh my god, I hope not.
Oh, him? Are they gonna go again?
He'll be suing.
Oh! Oh no, they're both against him? Oh, he's done for. He's done for. Oh, he's gonna get him. No. Come on, guys, turn around. Oh, Ragnar's gonna save him. Oh no, oh no, they got him. They got him. They broke his arm. Oh, they broke his arm. He's getting him.
He stabbed him?
Oh, shit. They killed him. They killed him.
Oh. Floki.
I don't know if they really killed him. Oh, I like that guy there. Oh, God, I love this guy. He's gonna get him. He's gonna get him.
Oh my God,
He's gonna get him. I like that. Oh, shit. He doesn't have a shield. He doesn't have a sword.
It's going to show
Get the one
Rolla's
behind
true
you.
character.
Get the one. Oh, he's just gonna. Oh, he can't do it. Oh, he's gonna. Oh, shit.
I don't like Rolla.
He's gonna shoot. Oh, he got him right in the stomach.
Sucks.
Oh, well.
I got him.
He got him. He got him. Oh, he's gonna lift him
Oh
up.
my God.
Come on, Ragnar.
Oh, come on.
He's gonna look up and see that.
Oh.
Son of a bitch.
No. Oh,
Why is he doing that?
Oh.
I can't see.
Why?
He's doing it like you said to make Ragnar come over?
Is this what you really want, brother?
He can't.
I can't fight you.
I really don't think they're gonna get a hug out of this. Just lost a good brother. senseless. Oh, he's alive.
Why do we continue looking inwards? Why? Why do we fight each other about this piece or that piece of land? Why are we not looking outwards to the west? If we read it together, we would not need to fight amongst ourselves. Offer them land. Land that they can farm.
My mind tends the same way as Ragnar's. It is my intention to join with him and sail west. What do you say, Jarlborg?
Yes. I will raid with you. And so I accept your offer.
Yeah. Nice. Woo.
Not that you care, brother. But your niece Gita is dead.
Oh.
Who is Aslog?
Stop.
Who is Aslog?
She is a Jotunland princess. We met her over there.
You just met her?
Lagertha.
What has the boy told you? What did you tell her, boy?
It doesn't matter what Björn says. What do you say?
I say. We should not wash our dirty clothes in front of others.
Did you have sex with her?
Yes. I had sex with her.
What's he talking like that for?
How many times?
Once. I don't know.
Never see her again.
I don't think that's going to
She
happen
comes with a baby in her
yet.
hands.
Yeah.
It even has King Aela's face upon it.
It's worth a fortune.
You don't warm up a dead man.
I have decided to spare him. I have taken the advice of the gods. If they had wanted him dead, he would have died in battle. But they spared him.
Gita, I've come to say goodbye to you properly. I'm 12 years old. Yet the stillness and the calm of a fine woman. What children you would have produced. What joy that would have brought to all of us. Dear child, Gita, you are not gone because you are always in my heart. They say a man must love his sons more, but a man can be jealous of his son. And his daughter can always be the light in his life. I know very well that you are with the gods. But I will wait here a while. And if you want to come and talk to me, then come and talk. And I'll gently stroke your long and beautiful hair once again. With my peasant hand.
Uh-oh.
Oh, He's an item guy.
You better
I
hide.
know, yeah. Look,
Ooh.
I knew she was pretty well when I saw it. Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
Did
Did I do
I
that?
didn't see you there.
No, she's got a watermelon.
Believe me, I have no idea. I didn't ask her to come.
How do you explain that one? Who knows?
Oh my god. Wow.
Congratulations.
He's looking at
Oh.
him before I give him tackles. Well,
You take
did I do that? No.
What about your parents? They were just farmers. Surely nobody is just a farmer. Believe me, Princess. That is exactly what some people are and are happy to be. Forgive me. Do you remember me, Björn? Do you remember we stood in front of the Tree of Life?
It wasn't Yggdrasil. It was just a tree.
You're
He's
right.
jealous.
We both know that. It creates a bond between us.
I don't think so.
Oh.
No.
We don't have any bond.
Good.
I don't want any bond with you.
Good for him.
Oh.
Boy.
She tried to open it.
Looking at
Yeah.
both of you here, in my hall, I see no reason why you two should not get on together.
Oh boy. Yeah, of course.
You two are very different, yet both strong. I have heard that similar arrangements exist all over this country.
Oh.
Oh,
Menage
no.
a trois.
What arrangements?
That an elm can live with more than one woman.
Is that what you're suggesting?
I cannot turn this woman away. I have to take care of my child.
You don't have to marry her.
That's right.
Because then he's going to constantly sleep with her. And she's
That's
going to
right.
have
Yeah,
kids.
that's
And
what
have
she-
more children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are leaving then.
Of course I'm leaving.
Is Björn going with you?
It's up to Björn.
He wants to stay here, but he wants to be with Mom.
Yeah.
Björn, you have a big choice to make. I admire your mother, we all do. But you have to stay with your father. If you don't, you will regret it for the rest of your life.
Torn.
You have to choose. Say it now.
I choose my father.
Oh, it's not what she wanted to hear.
They're so good that she let him decide and
Yeah.
just being good about it.
Oh, yeah, getting so
Oh, he's gonna hate it. Change your mind. Change your mind.
Very good, Mama.
It's so horrible.
What? What is left?
You're really going to abandon me? Without even saying a word?
You insult and humiliate me. I have no choice but to leave you and to force you.
I don't want you to go.
It's fate.
He changed his mind. He thinks they're gonna stay
I've
together.
changed my mind.
He wants to go with Mom.
I'm with you.
Oh, good. Sorry, I agree.
I'm glad for her.
Yeah.
Oh, he's being good about it too, though.
Yeah.
Yes. so horrible.
Look after your mother.
It is a hard situation.
She made the right decision, though, I think. You know,
That's really brave back then, you know.
yeah. Made your bed, you gotta line it.
Isn't that happy?
That was so sad.
That was very hard.
Oh my god. So let me get this straight. This is only the first episode of season 2.
Wow.
Oh my god.
That's
Oh,
really
I'm so sad.
Yeah, it is.
Wow, huh?
Yeah.
First,
Oh,
Lolo.
yeah.
First the battle.
I thought Floki was going to die in the beginning, and
Yeah.
I did too.
and I got mad
I
because
couldn't
I'm like,
believe he did. You know, he killed. Rolo killed
the other guy with the scar, right?
Yeah.
That really sucked. The way that he kept like he
Yes, and
speared
he
him.
was like seriously.
And I couldn't stand to watch that, so I
I know. I didn't want to force you, so
No,
you do so well at reacting and watching, and especially through Game of Thrones and everything. But there's so much, and again, that's just as violent.
This was
and-
long. This was like you
long.
know.
I can't.
yeah, and if you
know.
can't, I
minutes,
can't
3,
force you, and I
4,
felt
yeah.
bad. So if you have to cover your eyes, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
And just the fact that Rolo, when he stabbed him, and he like lifts him up, like at first when he stabbed the guy, you know, you can see the
And then
emotions.
you see his face is like.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and for a second you can see Rolo like he actually felt bad or something, like he had remorse or something in his face when he did it, and then aggression or power or something took over where he just lifted his friend up in the freaking spear to show Ragnar. You know, I was like, are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah,
But
that's right.
but they couldn't fight because Rolo still, like we were talking about, so I'm glad we talked about that in the beginning.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Where Rolo does want power, but he still loves his brother. So when it comes down to it, he couldn't kill him. So,
You're right.
That's good.
so I'm glad we had that discussion in the beginning. That was so much emotion because I, like you said, you knew the princess. Like that wasn't the last we heard of her, that she was going to come back or something. It was just boom, 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 and
how.
yeah,
Lagertha, poor Lagertha was just a
yeah.
And she's
Lagertha,
strong-willed.
she is so strong-willed.
Lagertha. Sorry, I keep saying Lagertha wrong, but I keep saying Lagertha. I can't help it. But when Ragnar came home and how his son told his mom what was going on, I didn't think it was just going to come right out like that. I'm glad they
Like,
finally
okay,
touched
Mom,
on
I
it.
gotta tell you, Dad had sex with a princess. Oh, I have to tell you something even worse. Your sister died in a plague.
But it was kind of, I guess, in a cool way that just the editing and how they tell the story, how they kind of jump around a little bit, that maybe it's not as predictable that way when you don't actually, because you expect it to go a certain way.
Exactly. And he did, you know, and
Then after
Ragnar
that,
did
yeah.
have his moment, you know, for his daughter.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a
talking to
family
her,
thing.
Yeah. And that was so
It was
sad
a
to him, just conversing and talking to his daughter or talking about his daughter.
That's right. Said she could talk to him.
That was so emotional. And then after Lagertha decided that she can't stay, and I agree. I mean, I know their cultures are different, and not in that particular case because she was very mad and he
But they
betrayed
really
her.
are in love.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
really are in love. I mean,
Yes.
he could have, you
The
know,
way.
made his wayward, you know, ways before, but he didn't. He was faithful to her until he,
Yeah.
you know, saw the princess.
Yeah, and Ragnar makes a really good leader and everything, but he was getting to me a little bit, and I know that's his personality, but he was getting way too cocky. So for him to be like, oh, well, you know, it's not common to have 2 wives, and she's
That's
already
right.
hurting, and then he keeps like, but I know she
That's
has his
right.
child, his fault, you know, and he's putting all this pressure on her, and it's like, what? You know, like, no, she doesn't want to do that.
She's strong-willed. She didn't want to do that, so
Yeah.
she left.
And that was
for
horrible.
her,
I'm like,
though,
don't cry, don't
you know,
cry.
sorry.
But that was so horrible, and I'm hoping, I know they'll meet up again because they're so in love. I hope they do.
Yeah, I do.
They're so in love, and the son now, like, I'm so impressed. Like, we kind of had a feeling, you guys were saying, like, go on, he has to go with the mom.
He's gonna be miserable there.
Oh, sure.
He
Yeah,
he
he's-
doesn't like his new stepmom is going to be.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
He's very hurt what his father did. He's very upset with his dad. But
Yeah.
Sure, yes.
So, and then he could take care of his mama and vice versa. So that'll be good. But that was very sad.
Oh, I was sad.
And you were talking before about when they decided on Rollo's fate, how the gods wanted to spare him so they couldn't kill him. And you noticed the guy had the coin.
Yeah.
He had the coin. So was that Ragnar's coin? Do you think he paid him off to free Rollo?
to spare him?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
It
so
looks-
I didn't catch
It was
that.
just
I knew
weird.
it was the same coin,
Why
but I
bring up that coin?
yeah, that's a thought.
In the
Yeah.
previous
Go
scene.
ahead, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe he tipped him
Because
off.
he
or
didn't
tried
give it
not
to his
him off.
son.
Even the way Ragnar looked when he said, "We're going to spare his life," you know, you kind of like
Right, we're not going to...
you can tell that something transpired there. But yeah, this episode was very good. I really like this episode. Holy cow! It was like,
And not
all
only
these
that,
things
he's the
happening that are
Earl.
so
He
emotional.
can't go against
The decision to-
Right.
Decision to it, yeah.
So he
because
has
you have to
abide
follow
by
the
it.
rules. Yeah, yeah, I agree. Because you don't want all these like new.
If he just keeps overriding, why even bother do traditional?
Exactly. Like you
Yeah.
you won't have structure anymore. Like people just like want to do whatever they want, kind of thing. So very sad, very emotional. Holy cow!
Yeah, it was.
And Rollo too. He just seems like he, kind of lost faith in everything. Like he's so. I think he's so disappointed in himself for what he did. And
I think so too.
And one other thing too is Ragnar's really good with speeches. That's for sure because he was able to get both kings together, like Horik
That
and Borg or whatever.
was.
Good.
Although I
Sounds
would
very
watch
good.
each other's. I would watch each other's back.
Yeah,
I would
not
not
that that's
be.
perfect, but
Yeah.
it was kind of cool that after they're like, rah, 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 bloodshed, and then he's like, you know what? Knock it off. There's more land
Let's
out
go
there.
steal
Let's,
other
yeah,
people's land.
let's go invade
Yeah.
other people, and we can just keep going out west. So get more for everyone. Why not? They're like, okay, sure. So I'm like, all right, sweet. So I want to go see the next episode now because that was so heart wrenching. I want to see what happens. I really do like Lagertha. She's my favorite so far. I do love Ragnar too. I love the whole family. That whole family. I
I
really
love her
love
son. He's the glue, I think.
He is he's definitely a favorite as well. So
And then there's Floki.
oh, and
Yeah,
Floki,
but-
can't forget Floki. Yeah, there's so
That's
many
right,
good. It's
Floki,
good when you start
yeah.
really liking a lot of characters because the show's good when that happens. Well, I guess we'll cut it off there. This episode was awesome. You
It
guys
sure
think?
was, yes.
Yeah, emotional.
It was,
Like,
it was
I
sad.
know.
It was really...
So sad.
And I like the princess.
I do.
Yeah.
Her personality, like even Ragnar said, was very different from his wife or ex-wife. Now she's very spunky. Like that's how he is. I feel like they're so alike in that way.
Yeah.
But it's still sad because I like Lagertha better than him.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens, and hopefully we'll see if she'll have a son, and But so we'll cut it off.
What's going to happen? Ooh, let's go watch the next
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, it
Ooh.
was good.
So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye.
Bye.